Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Landmark Implement, look at John Deere dealer. It's the best time by parts all year. Take advantage of specials December 16th to 15th with additional savings the day of your local expo. Find savings on oil and filters, gifts for under the tree, and most pre-ordered John Deere parts. Visit with our trained and certified technicians and sign up for our service specials. Don't miss out. It only comes around once a year at your local Landmark Implement. Visit landmarkimp.com/events for a complete schedule of our expo events and experience the Landmark difference.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
The holidays are drawing closer, and there's not many things better than getting the gift of relaxation. Not just for yourself, but for anyone in your life. During November, for every service you get at the Body Shop, you get entered into their drawing for a free massage gift certificate equal to your last service. This goes all the way to the week before Christmas, so book your appointments now at thebodyshoplincoln.com and treat yourself and loved ones today. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
At Koppel Chevrolet GMC, we are thankful for so many things this year, starting with our great employees, a generous community, our military personnel, and most importantly, our loyal customer base that continues to drive that money-saving mile of Louisville. Hi, this is Sean Callahan, and on behalf of everybody at Koppel, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels to wherever they may take you. Happy holidays from Koppel Chevrolet GMC.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. And bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday. AD comes in a a little bit happy. I mean, Steelers let their offense coordinator go. Was it this morning or it was yesterday or
this morning?
This morning, yeah.
I wouldn't say happy. I would say relieved.
Relieved. Yeah.
It's like again, man. Like you, Raff, I got a lot of buddies in this business, and I've seen the other side of it when they have to go home and tell their families, okay, we're moving, we're getting fired. To the average fan, it's like, yeah, the guy's out here, she's out here. It's like, yeah, it needed to happen, but I'm never going to gloat over someone losing their job unless they're just, in sports at least. I mean, in sports, it's entertainment. Yeah. Now, if this is a politician that's our livelihood, our well-being, they're passing bills and they're doing crappy stuff, then I'm kind of like, see ya, But entertainment is like, nah, that's that. So again, am I relieved? I would say the word is relieved. I'm never gonna to be celebrating someone losing their job in sports unless they're just an absolute jerk. And I don't know Matt Canada from anybody, but for the performance of the team, it's something that had to be done. Raff, I mean, have you seen the abysmal numbers that Pittsburgh has put out? Not just this year, Rico. I mean, since his tenure has been there. And again, I'm going to say this too. It ain't all on him. He can't be going out there completing wide open passes because Pickett's now. Here's what I really want to see. How is Pickett's going to respond?
Yep.
Because you can't say the play call anymore.
Yeah.
In Canada's defense, it's not his fault that Pickett's been missing wide open receivers all year.
Yep.
It wasn't just on Sunday against Cleveland. It was against all those other teams too. Yep. So to me, it's a stop. It's a step back and wait and see approach. But now the light is on Pickett's big time.
Yep. Because now you don't have that offense coordinator that was taking all the fire.
Yep. Don't have that go.
So that's going to go directly onto their quarterback.
Yep.
And like you said, that is interesting to me though that you said about Roethlisberger. It kind of, to me, if they elevate Mike Sullivan up to be their quarterback's coach to be the offense coordinator, I wouldn't surprise me one bit if they put a feeler out to Ben Roethlisberger and maybe he came in as the quarterback's coach. Yep. If that's something that he wanted to do. Because a lot of times these quarterbacks retire from the NFL and they just don't want no part of it. They don't. But it seems like to me, Roethlisberger is open to maybe something like that to where he could come in and just step in as a quarterback's coach and be a sounding board to Kenny Pickett. And I think it would be for the organization too. I think that would be a spark. So it'll be interesting to see over these next couple of days because they will have a coaching position open with the departure of Canada. So
they will.
Now,
see.
You got to be careful there because just because he was a good quarterback doesn't mean he'll be a good coach.
That's true. But I tell you what, I'll take my chance. At this point, Pittsburgh can't get literally cannot get much worse.
They can.
Well, they can. But I'm simply saying they're just already number 31, number 30, number 29. It can get worse.
Just look up in Foxborough. It can get worse.
They still have a team there?
Surprisingly, yes.
Have they brought Josh McDaniels back yet?
Not yet. No. Bill O'Brien's still there.
Well, sometimes they'll do that. They'll bring him in and make him like the quarterback's consultant or something.
Yeah, he won't go for that. He's how do I say this in a nice way? A little stuck up when it comes to New England and the offensive coordinator job. And I'm pretty sure he believes he's the coach in waiting for whenever Bill decides whenever Bill and New England decide to amicably part ways. He will never be fired.
Do you really think that McDaniels thinks he's got a shot in New England?
Yes.
Do you think Kraft will be that?
I don't think Kraft. I think no. This is McDaniel's mind. In McDaniel's mind, yes.
Okay, you're saying McDaniel's mind.
In his mind, he definitely does.
Okay.
Kraft, and I'm pretty sure the New England fan base, after seeing what he's done at his previous 2 stops, before that, when he went to Denver, we were like, go do your thing.
Come back
when Bill's ready. Because everybody thought he was going to be successful. He'll be in Denver for a while, or he'll go to a different job. He'll go to a better job at some point after that. And we all thought, he'll come back when Bill's done, when he's ready to be the head coach. But he failed there, came back, offense was brought back to life, and New England looked good, won a Super Bowl, and then he goes off to Vegas. And it's like, okay, cool, whatever, man. Have success there, have fun. Well, first he went to Indy for like 24 hours and then decided he didn't want to be there. And then he went to Vegas, and it was one of those things where you're like, yeah, sure, man, have yourself a good time, and we'll see you when you're ready to come back. And now, after 2 failed, completely just horrendous fails at being a head coach, no, he will not be New England.
Don't come back. Rico, I think the way that McDaniels left organizations is something that owners are looking at like, we don't want any parts of that, because everywhere he's left, he's burned it like Troy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's burned the thing down.
He's traded all the good players out.
Yes.
He's just ruined whatever might have been slightly good from whatever previous regime was there.
Right.
And then he left. And then, the first time he left, then he went back to New England and he won a Super Bowl, and everything was happy and dandy. And he was still getting calls about being a head coach, and it was very confusing.
Yeah.
But he got one, and he did the same thing.
It was bad. The mess he left in Oakland was really bad. He left Denver in a mess, and then he left Oakland. He was kind of like, watch this.
But he did win a playoff game with Tim Tebow.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he didn't.
That wasn't him?
Nope.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Raff knows. It's the Broncos.
Okay.
He would know. Yeah, well, Thunder.Collins says Pitt hasn't produced over 400 yards on offense in 36 straight games, which is not something that was on my NFL bingo card. Yeah, they haven't, Thunder.Collins. Good morning to you, brother. They haven't. Thomas and Lincoln, stop it. You said you ain't happy about it. No, I was not happy about it. I did text my family members out in Pittsburgh. We were texting back and forth this morning. My son, some other buddies I got that are part of the Pittsburgh fan base, and others just us from my former teammates. Like, man. But again, it was just something that had to happen, man. It was a business decision, and it had to be done. Yeah, it was. It was necessary. It's kind of like that movie. Have you seen Interstellar?
Yes.
Remember that part? He goes, the robot said, "It's impossible." He goes, "I know. It's necessary."
We got to do it.
It was necessary. You guys, last night's game.
Oh, boy.
Woo! Rico, did you stay up and watch it?
I watched a little bit, but KJ was in his feels last night.
Yeah.
So that was not happening.
Wasn't happening.
No. I was watching through highlights, though, and I saw a couple of interesting things. I was just talking to Raff during the break before we got on air, that I'm surprised that more defensive tackles don't try to do what Jalen Carter did. Yeah. And when a spike is coming,
just went underneath,
dive underneath the center and try to pick it off. Like, somebody's gonna get one, right?
Yeah, that was
because you
real
get the
heavy.
snap, you take a step back, you kind of load up and throw it down, right? So that gives you enough time to dive, and his hands were too far apart. That was the problem. His hands are too far apart. If he gets them closer together, it hits his hands, it probably bounces back up, then he can catch it.
Yep.
And that would be the play of the year.
know exactly why you like that play so much, though.
Why?
Because it reminded you of the pancake in volleyball. I know the way you think.
Maybe. Like a big man getting down like that? Crazy. Impossible.
That was a nice dig that he had there.
It was
a great dig.
I mean, he didn't get it, but it would have been nice. It would have been challengeable.
Work on keeping those hands closer together.
Cook would have pulled out the green card.
But that'll be an interesting replay when something like that does happen.
Oh, yeah.
Did the ball hit the ground, or did it hit his hands and then bounce up?
Because what do you do as a center in that instance? What do you do as a quarterback in that instance?
Yeah.
Do you take more steps back?
I think on that play, I think the key was, Peyton. Yeah, I was watching the Manning cast, and what Peyton had said in the Manning cast was, when the quarterback spikes the ball, that is not really an off play, even though sometimes the offensive lines think you're taking the play off because he's just going to spike it.
Mm-hmm.
But he said your guard has got to step down on that play to seal with the center. So it's not so much the center on that play, it's more the guards.
Mm-hmm.
They still have to step down to keep that guy from the one to get in. So,
what's an interesting stat about yesterday, though? A.J. Brown, 1 catch, 8 yards for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't going to win my fantasy matchup, but I definitely needed him to step up.
Yeah, 1 catch, 18 yards is what he had last night.
Did Julio Jones have more?
Let's see here. Julio,
I don't
look it up right here.
He had a catch.
Julio Jones had 2 catches for 5 yards. Smith had 6 for 99. Swift for 3 for 31. A.J. Brown 1 for 8. And Julio was 2 for 5. Julio, I know the second one was right along the sideline for 2 yards or something like that.
I think too, a lot of that game, I assume it was the Chiefs' defense what they're running, because the Eagles were taking really no shots downfield. It was all a lot of swing passes to the running backs, screen passes to the running backs, and then the one shot they did take was to Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith, where they hit the 42-yarder down to the 1 yard line. But other than that, they took a couple token shots to A.J. Brown, but
it didn't work.
They were either one, he didn't keep them in bounds or let them out of bounds, and there was one down by the end zone. But for the most part, they were living on the screen pass last night. And DeAndre Swift, he was towards the end of the game, I mean, that's what hurt the Chiefs the most.
You think about this. He had 12 carries for 76 yards, 6.3 he was averaging every time I touched the ball.
What was his receptions?
I think he had 3 for 31.
Yeah.
I mean, he was all around. He's over 100 yards, all-purpose yards. And he was, and the thing about him, Chiefs didn't really tackle really well last night either against Swift. He broke a lot of tackle. Now, granted, it was rainy. I get that as well.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs are usually a fundamentally sound football team when it comes to tackling. And the thing about it, man, even when they jumped up, Philly just doesn't flinch much.
I saw an interesting stat this morning. Over the last 4 games, how many points do you think the Chiefs have scored in the second half?
Oh,
well, usually interesting. I have no idea.
They pack that second half.
Because Rico, they didn't score a single point in the second half yesterday.
No.
What is that?
I'm going to go with 21, 14.
I have no idea.
0.
Wow. In the last how many games?
In the last 4 games, they've not scored a point in the second half.
Wow.
That's crazy. But I mean, and the thing too is
sucks.
Like the thing with the Chiefs, though, the one thing that they do have that they've not had in past years is they got a really good defense.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say. Their secondary went from a weakness to kind of a strength.
They have got a very, how I would say the word, porous hands receiving core.
They
had a ton of drops. Even on that 4th down last night, I was telling Sip before we came in here.
That was Watson, I think, that dropped that one.
Yeah, and Mahomes on a 4th and 25 throws a dime.
I mean, in his hands.
Sometimes I wonder, like, I go, is Mahomes' arms as strong as what it used to be? And then he throws those. He throws that, and I'm like, yep, it still is.
That 4th down was a 4th and 22.
4th and 25.
4th and 25.
Yep.
Rico, he threw that ball.
It was
on the number. It was like
hit him right in the hands.
Right. I mean, that ball was coming. You have to catch that though if you're hard. If you have to catch that though.
Yep.
I mean, there's and Phil. I mean, that was Watson.
And that wasn't his first one. He had this slant that went right through his hands, and then Kelsey dropped an out. Kelsey fumbled one. Valdez Scantling had the game winner. Game winner.
Hits him in the breadbasket. In the hands.
Yeah.
Dropped it. I mean, they
how can you have such a prolific Hall of Fame quarterback, such a prolific offense, and such terrible receivers?
Rico, I wouldn't say they're terrible. I would say inconsistent. Because for every time that Watson will hurt you, he'll kill you too. Because he's had somewhat of a steady season, but they're very inconsistent.
You have old boy from Florida who's with the Giants first, who was thought to be and has shown, with the Giants a little bit before he just gave up.
Looks like now all he's doing is returning kicks.
Yeah, that he was that dude, and he was going to be a great receiver.
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney. Nothing. You have Marquez Valdez Scantling, who, again, it was a weird signing, but he showed out that first year with Kansas City. Nothing. You have your rookie, not Sky Moore. He's a second-year guy.
Yeah.
McKinnon?
No, not McKinnon.
Oh,
as far as receiver for them?
Yeah.
Well, the one that I thought we might see more of last night was McCole Hardman.
Yeah, you have McCole Hardman, who you brought back, who showed that he was a really good receiver. For whatever reason, he's not doing anything. Sky Moore had really great hands in college and was thought to be a really great pickup for Kansas City when they drafted him last year. And then whoever they drafted this year was, again, it is Rashee Rice. Had a good first couple games.
He had a decent game last night, though.
And then hasn't really shown up all that much. It's weird because then you're not signing big-name free agents. You would think big-name wide receivers in an offense that likes to pass with a quarterback who's going to get you the ball, that you'd be able to bring those guys in. They haven't.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, they just
so are we saying that the AFC West is up for grabs and the Broncos have a chance? Is that what we're saying? Are the Broncos in the hunt? Is that what we're saying?
Here's what I'm going to say.
Is this the Broncos division to take?
Don't do that.
Is that what we're saying?
Don't do that.
What I'm going to say is this. It's going to be awfully interesting, man. Matthew and Hickman, good morning to you as well, my brother. Make it a great day, man. Thunder Knock Collins, quick question. When you guys went golfing Saturday, was Raff wearing his famous favorite sweatpants? No, he wore some golf pants.
I wore gray golf pants, and then I made the switch to the sweatpants. But we saw how well that worked. They're on a losing streak, so I don't know what I'm going to do. This week.
Magna PI. Yeah, Rice was 4 for 42 last night. They've just been inconsistent. But again, KC is a team to where they're still KC, man.
2 words.
They're still KC.
Giddy up.
Oh boy. Speaking of giddy up, we're going to giddy up out of here for the segment. My demented friend.
With that hat on, Rico, it reminds me of the one.
My little bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd. An angry Elmer Fudd. Folks, this is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back. We got plenty more sports coming up for you, folks.
John Henry's Plumbing.
If your furnace could have roamed with the dinosaurs and is a Furnasaurus, listen up. John Henry's is giving away a new furnace completely free. To enter, go to jhlincoln.com right now and enter to win. If you think yours is the oldest furnace in town, enter by November 26th at jhlincoln.com or give
John Henry's
a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Creekat, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
Southeast Community College invites you to check out our spaces ahead of your official campus visit. Our virtual campus tours let you see our campuses and learn more about our programs of study. Then you can schedule your individual visit in person or virtually. Virtual tours of our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, or Milford, and our learning centers are online at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brent is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brent Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrentExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brent Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go Big Red!
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday. We have got state football on the ticket coming up at 10 o'clock today. And oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see the quarterback's yardage yesterday for Thedford?
Bro.
Did you see
Bro.
that?
65 touches.
65 carries, 486 yards rushing.
6 touchdowns. And his longest rush was 30 yards.
Is a young man walking this morning?
It's not like he was ripping off 80. It's not like he ripped off like 3 80-yard runs.
Ref, read those stats
Kyle
out.
Cox from Sandhills Thedford. He had 65 carries for 486. And what's funny is it's 10 yards short of the state record.
I thought that was for the season at first, Raf. When I first saw it, I was like, he did it all year. I was like, no, he did that this afternoon.
Do you know what he finished for rushing yards for the year?
How many?
I can't imagine.
2,900.
Good.
And he scored 402 points for the season.
What year is he in school?
That I am not sure.
That kid lived in the ice bath
He's
on
class-
Saturdays. Lived in the ice bath.
He's class of 2025.
So he's a junior.
He's got one more year left.
How big is he?
You're asking me all these questions. He's a quarterback free safety.
Okay. So I'd say he's over 6 foot. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see if he's got him on his
Sandhills Thedford.
Yeah, we'll see if he's got him on his huddle.
Because I mean, you think about it, a guy that carries the ball that much for that many yards throughout a season, some toughness to him. Some toughness to him. He's not afraid of contact.
You know the thing about it?
He's got some speed.
Them boys just built different out in the Panhandle, though, man.
That's true.
Them boys are men at 12. Because they work, man. They work. I look at my little nephews, man, and those dudes, sometimes they're working before school, and especially in harvest season. It's all hands on. It's all hands on deck, as you know from your in-laws as well, man. It's all hands on deck. And that's why when I seen that stat, I was blown away, but I wasn't necessarily shocked in that them dudes, man. He might have been in the combine yesterday before he got there, man.
5'10", 162. But the question I have is, if you're the running back on the team, are you saying, hey, Mr. Quarterback, how about you hand me
my running yards?
Maybe a couple. Out of the 493 yards, he had 486 of them yesterday.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, unknown texter.
That's like
1412 said he had all but 3 of their team's carries.
That's like what Carter Nelson does up at Ainsworth. He's the quarterback, the receiver, the tight end, the linebacker.
Are they 8-man or they 8-man as well? I don't think they're 11-man, are they?
No, they are. They're 8-man. They're 8-man.
Yeah,
because it was one of those things
because he was getting recruited by Notre Dame, and everybody's like, "Oh my goodness!"
You're like, yeah, in Alabama, and you're like, I don't know the last time Alabama's recruited an 8-man football player.
Yeah, from Nebraska.
Yeah,
you know. Thunder Knot Collins, good old-fashioned 8-man Western Nebraska football. Love it. Yeah, Thunder Knot Collins. It was 65 carries.
They started the game with 20 straight runs for Cox, says Big Bird.
Give it to him again. Give it to him again.
Run. You know what the play call was? Keep the ball and run. Don't even act like
I can see it. I can see it. I can see it right now. The offense coordinator. I like to throw the ball. Nope. We're running again. Nope. And again. Give it to him again.
Hey, coach. Hey, coach. There's no safeties back there. I think I could chuck it deep. I don't care.
I don't care.
Run the ball.
Coach, there's no safeties.
Coach, they just have linemen and linebackers.
They have 8 in the box.
Run the ball. Run it again.
Give it to him again. I mean, what?
But this time, go to the right.
So what? I mean, after a 65 carry game, I mean, he's just got to be bruised up, I would think. Kyle Cox, if you're still in Lincoln and you're listening, we want to know how you're feeling today.
Yeah, dude.
Call in.
He can't hold the phone up.
Honda Lincoln Hotline, 402-464-5685.
Somebody else needs to hold the phone onto his ear. Get his AirPods in.
That was impressive.
That is crazy.
He's living in an ice bath all season. 2,900?
2,900 yards rushing for the season. He accounted for 402 of the team's points. So they probably played, 10 games? So he was scoring 40 points alone every game. Good Lord.
He's a baller. He's a baller.
That's painful.
Raff, you got today. What are the 2 games you got today? We talked about in the spill about the games you got.
We have got Boone Central versus Wahoo.
Who's favorite?
Wahoo's number 1 in the state, but Boone Central's always powerful.
Yeah. Wahoo Warriors, Boone Central Tigers.
Yeah, they're always
Warriors versus Tigers.
And then the second game is Norfolk Catholic versus, why am I forgetting this?
Ord.
Oh yeah, Ord. I know that.
The Chanticleers.
Yep.
What is their fight name?
The Chanticleers.
Yep.
What is it?
Fighting Chickens.
Fighting Chickens.
So it'll be
Fighting Chickens.
And Norfolk Catholic, they're always a powerhouse.
I don't remember what Norfolk Catholic.
How long has Beller been there?
They're the Knights, Norfolk Catholic Knights.
How long has he been there now, Beller?
Oh, I'd say it's going close to probably 30 years.
When did the school open?
He's got a lot of ships. He's got a lot of ships.
Because it's always been interesting because my family's from Pierce. So Pierce, Norfolk Catholic, and then my buddies when I was in college, like the Landon Heckers, the Jesse Ottos, the Jamie Ottos, the Dusty Kaisers, they were all Norfolk Catholic kids. So I used to always give them a bunch of crap back in the day about how Pierce was better than them. But even though if you talk to Dusty and Jamie and them, they're like, we beat Pierce every year we played them. So, bragging rights.
Unknown texter 4166, good morning, says he would have had another touchdown, but he fumbled on the 2-yard line trying to score. Man.
Two hands on the ball. You know what?
2 hands on the ball.
You know what? Hey, you know what? Maybe he's not as good as we thought he was.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Unknown texter 1097, good morning, goes, my hometown of Why Not was the receiving end of that beatdown.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my
they're going to have a good day
goodness.
for football today, man. It's not raining because the guys had some moisture yesterday, but I don't think we got any rain in the forecast today, so it's going to be
just brisk today.
Yeah, it's going to be brisk. Perfect football weather.
It's going to get a little chilly for that Class A game.
Yes, it will be.
Although, look, I mean this in the nicest way, and congratulations to Elkhorn South for making it this far. And maybe I'm wrong, but a part of me thinks this game might be over in the second quarter. Westside is on a freaking mission this year.
They're a machine, man.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's come close. Millard South was the closest, and it was close for maybe 3 quarters, and then Westside just decided to stop playing with their food and put their foot down.
Yeah. They are on a mission for sure.
But sometimes strange things happen in state championship games.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, that's why we play the game. Well, that's why they play it. We'll see what transpires this evening. As far as weather, I'm going to see here what it's supposed to be like at kickoff here. Kickoff's at 7:00, right?
Yeah. 7:15. Pregame at 7.
7:00 tonight. 36 degrees and clear. 0% chance. Yeah, it's going to be a brisk one out there tonight.
You guys can listen to Nick and Raff at 10:15 for Bennington or for Wahoo and Boone Central. And again, Chris and Raff, 2:45, Norfolk Catholic Ord. And then Nick and Amon Green for Westside and Elkhorn South.
Craig the Gutter Man, I got your name on there. Thanks, brother. We got you in there.
The Gutter Man.
Let's go with some history, man. Let's go with some history.
Oh, should we go to commercial first?
Let's go to commercial.
Let's go to commercial first.
And then when we come back, we'll hit some history.
Yeah.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Service Ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Fall has arrived, and it's the perfect weather for the DIY market to listen to the game while building a deck. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and Decorators composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance and to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671 or go online to deckcityne.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go Big Red!
This is The Drive with AD and Raff. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday, a little brisk outside, but that's Lincoln, Nebraska in November. No golfing. No golfing.
Zero golfing?
Zero golfing. Too cold.
Possible golfing.
Too brisk. Too brisk.
Yeah.
Like a chance at golfing?
No chance. Okay. Well, you could go to Double Eagle.
Ah.
Indoor golf.
There it is. There it is.
All right. Are we ready for the two most famous words in sports?
I would like to think that we are.
Now, punting.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
For a second there, it felt like it went in stereo about midway through. I was like, wow, this sounds good.
This is the best I've ever heard it.
Well, in Husker history, 1988, a game that I will never forget because it had me on pins and needles like it always does with Oklahoma. Nebraska beats Oklahoma 7-3 in Norman.
Ooh.
A cold, rainy game.
Sleet.
Yeah.
Oh, I was there.
You were at that game?
Probably one of the top 2 or 3 coldest games I've ever been to in
your
my
pops?
life. Nah, I went down with my buddy and his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember about that game it was super, I mean, it was chilly and it was like rain, sleet. So we were making our way back. I think we were trying to make it back to Wichita that night. I'm not 100% sure, but the snow and stuff after the game, the snow and everything hit. So we ended up getting stranded at this like little highway hotel. But at that hotel, another memory I'll never forget. Husker Bob is at the same hotel. So we were able to celebrate that victory with Husker Bob that night. So that was pretty cool.
You know, I'm looking at these stats under the stat that's the most staggering to me. We got Jeff Essink in the house too. He's going to join us in the 9 o'clock hour with Farrell's Extreme Body Shape and rap with us a little bit. Jeff, we had 0 penalties.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I would have been 10 at the time. So I don't remember a lot. I don't remember the 1988 game, but I do remember the 1987 game in Lincoln, mainly because my brother punched a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
After Keith Jackson had that big
on the sideline.
Yes.
Yep.
And I would have been 9. I don't remember a lot about the game, but I do know I punched a hole in my mom's living room.
I think repairmen were awfully busy.
Yes, I remember
the week
that.
of Oklahoma games with Nebraska. Because it was those games, and Raff, you remember too, Rico, probably too young.
Definitely.
It was just Nebraska would hop out on a lead. It wasn't always a huge lead or anything like that. You know, by 2 or by 3, maybe by a touchdown or something like that. And freaking Oklahoma, that Sooner magic, man.
Yes, like Jamel Holloway.
You know, when I was in Tulsa not this past Saturday, the weekend before, when I was in Tulsa, there was an educator there that was probably in his 60s. We're talking about the old school Nebraska OU matches. And he goes, it was respect.
Yeah.
Because there was so much tradition between the two programs. And he laughed when he says, he goes, let me ask you a question. He goes, I've been to Iowa a few times, but I don't understand. He goes, why do they think they're your rival? I said, I have no idea. He goes, because in my opinion, which is true, he goes, a rival is when you go back and forth and you both have some hardware.
Right, which neither of us, the Iowa, Nebraska, Rob, there hasn't really been.
No, and the thing about it is, to me, and it's not. Hey, congrats to Iowa, 8-2, Big Ten West, all that good stuff. But the thing that's blown me away, even when we first started playing, when there was no winning streaks they had, they always consider us, one of the rivals. Like, no, we're neighbors, and that's about it. That's about all there is there, because you have no championships, and that's regardless of when they were, we still have them. Yes. So. I never understood that, but the Oklahoma was a true rival we had back with them going on back in the day. No, overall history, I thought was interesting. Raff, how old do you think Michael Strahan is today? Raff, you as well. Nick, you, Rico, you as well.
You really are a dad.
Other boy,
all the names.
other
before you
boy,
get
other
to
girl,
it.
my mom, other boy, other girl. You know who I'm talking
You
about.
know who you are.
How old is Michael Strahan today?
I'd probably say 41.
Michael Strahan?
No, he's older than us. I'll go 52.
56.
You said 41.
Yeah.
52 years old.
Oh, I was thinking he played in the Super Bowl. Like, well, I guess that's been a while.
Yeah, 52.
He played in the Super Bowl and then he retired.
52.
So-
How about Ken Griffey Jr.? How old is Ken Griffey Jr. today?
He's older than Strahan.
Not by much.
I'm pretty sure his rookie year was 1987 or 86, somewhere in there.
89, I think.
Yeah, close there.
Ken
So
Griffey
he's-
Jr.
That doesn't
They
help me at
called
all.
him the what?
It's your math
the
skills
kid.
out.
The kid. How old was he? Is he?
You said his rookie year was 89.
Right around 89, 89,
I
90.
was -4.
The big thing about that year was his dad
was still playing.
Was playing left field for the Mariners that year. So he was in left and Griffey Jr. was in center.
Yeah. I'm going to go 50. I'm going to go 56. I'm sticking with 56.
Rafferty.
Probably 54, 55, somewhere right there.
Yeah, right in there. 54, 55.
54 years old.
Dang it.
The kid is no longer a kid. 54
He's a kid to some
years
people.
But
old.
here's the deal. But this is one thing that I know the steroid era happened, and I know a lot of people, their thoughts about who should be in the Hall of Fame and who shouldn't. But one of the things that I think that have really came in the recent years from the steroid era is people really now recognize again just how great Ken Griffey Jr. was.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he kind of got lost. If you look back like 10, 15 years ago, people were really like, Bonds and Clemens and those guys. And I know Clemens has never failed a test or whatever, but
Yeah.
but you look at Ken Griffey Jr., he kind of got lost a little bit. And now people see that, Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah.
They kind of overtook Griffey Jr. But now I think when you look back at it now, you see just how great Griffey Jr. was because, Griffey Jr., he maybe 185, 190. He was skinny, but his swing was probably the best swing, I'd say, in the last 40, 50 years in baseball.
When he was injured quite a bit. When
Yeah,
he went
towards
to
the end of his career with
right?
Reds, yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
that took away a lot of his opportunities to hit home runs and stuff like that.
He gets buried beneath all of the steroids and the home runs, but he had a very obviously Hall of Fame level career.
He was a machine.
But
so.
it's just, he wasn't hitting 500-foot tanks.
The best thing was he was the hitting coach for Team USA this summer.
Yep.
And they were giving him fits about if he could still hit a home run or not. And he gets in the batting cage in batting practice and just hammers one. It's like, drops the bat, walks out.
He's like, yeah, what's up?
Real quick before we go to break, Thunder Knock Collins, we'll think about this over the break. He goes, Ord has a coach on the staff who was on the 2011 Sergeant football team that took down Howells in the championship in Sergeant's last season before consolidating with Loop County to become Twin Loop. He then went on to play at UNK over Shadron, his dad's alma mater, where he started all 4 years. He then went on to be picked up by the Eagles for a short stint in the NFL. Rico may know who this is, AD and Raff. Any guess who this gentleman is?
Yowza.
What position did he play? Because he would have gone to UNK a year before me, so I would have been in school with him.
I have no idea.
Oh, man.
Ord has a coach on the staff who was on the 2011 Sergeant football team, so he's got to be close to your age, Rick. No. Yeah, he's got.
No, he's a year older than me.
Ord is a coach on the staff.
If you give me a position, I could tell you who it is probably.
Rico wants the position. He wants the initials.
No,
and the first and last name.
Because a 4-year starter?
Yeah.
He actually dropped the answer in there, but if you look at the set,
I'm going to guess.
I haven't looked at it.
I'm going to guess the pride of Ord, Denny Kuzek. I know that's not real, but he is the pride of Ord. Denny, if you're listening, go Ord, I guess. But I got to be
4-year
partial.
starter. Man, because if it's because he wasn't from Nebraska. Because there's a lineman that was there when I was there, but he wasn't from Nebraska, I don't think.
When we come back, we'll have some answers for you.
Okay.
Hizzlebear says, imagine playing left or right field with Griffin in the middle. Easiest money in baseball.
Yeah, easy money. We'll be right
Folks,
back.
we'll be right back. Stick with us. It's The Drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket Studio.
Enjoy some Heavenly Waffles this Wednesday, November 22nd at the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on 1040 O Street. Parking available on 11th Street or in nearby garages.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about
Atomic Diesel?
That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with
Atomic Diesel.
Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how
Atomic Diesel
and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Southeast Community College invites you to check out our spaces ahead of your official campus visit. Our virtual campus tours let you see our campuses and learn more about our programs of study. Then you can schedule your individual visit in person or virtually. Virtual tours of our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, or Milford, and our learning centers are online at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. We are thankful for many things this year and every year and hope that everyone is able to enjoy time with family and friends as we reflect on what we're thankful for. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialist here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. The holidays are here, and Fairway has everything you need for charcuterie boards, shrimp trays, party platters, wine, beer, spirits, and more. Plus, custom fresh cuts on USDA choice or prime grade beef, all-natural pork, fresh chicken, and seafood. Your holiday meals start at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part part of the Gray Difference.
This is Jeff Essing, owner of Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping and host of Fitness Fanatics. Over the years, we've helped countless of people gain strength, lose fat, build confidence, and change their lives. And it all starts with the Farrell's 10-week challenge. Now is the best time to enroll during the Black Friday sale. You can join the January 10-week challenge for half price. That's 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching for 50% off. Head to theticketfm.com and click on the banner on the homepage to enroll today. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show, powered by Sunbelt Rentals. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador, Select Plumbing, Jimmy John's, Lincoln Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits, Fleet Feet, Yours Cheese Spread on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday, and we have a guest in studio. We have the man, the myth, the legend, the body shaper, Jeff Essing.
Body shaper.
It's
How are
time
you
for
guys?
The body shaper.
The body
It's time
shaper.
for the body shaper.
That's
a pretty sick nickname.
I was
Body
almost
shaper.
lost.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't know
dope.
we were coming back because on our show, like I'm used to the intro, like when
Yeah.
we're coming back on. So I'm just sitting here, and then all of a sudden you start talking. When you
Surprise.
start hitting buttons. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, we're back.
Booyah.
Okay.
We're back, baby.
Yes.
We're right here live.
Yes.
Popping. Jeff, how you doing this morning, bro?
I am doing great. How are you guys?
Doing good. I'm still a little shaky from Bridget's workout last night. That plank to end the workout, I was like, she's tripping. And it was a 90-second plank.
I always laugh with her every time she does class because at the beginning I was thinking to myself, man, this is going to be an easy one. And then at the end I walk out and my shirt weighs about 15 pounds because I've sweat so much. She's a monster.
She is. She gets after it.
She's like sweet, but a monster.
All instructors that Jeff has come in there real cool. Hey, everybody, good to see you this morning or this afternoon over lunch. How's everybody doing? Get busy right now. I'm like, what happened to that nice fellow that was at the beginning of class?
Well, we only have you for 45 minutes.
That's right.
So we have to maximize that time.
And you know what, Jeff? I'm going to get a shirt made. I've been saying this to you for a couple years. I'm going to get a shirt made that says maximize the 45.
Yeah,
if you're going to be there, why not just get after it? That's my philosophy. As much as there's times to where I hate it, but I know it's 45 minutes is done. And I will never, and I put that on everything. If I was by myself, which I've had to do for the past couple months, I would never push myself to the level by myself that I do in class. I just don't. I don't have that in me.
I don't
Some
either.
people have that discipline. AD doesn't. Jeff, I'm gonna tell you, there was one time, I'm telling you, I was in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I watched the class.
Nothing else.
Wow,
There's nothing else.
Full disclosure.
That looks really hard.
Full disclosure. I'm drinking my coffee. I traveled my band, I had my coffee right there. I'm like, boy, they really working out this morning, man.
Like a TV show. He's like, oh, yeah, they are.
They getting after it. I had my clothes on, my band's right there, and it was probably full disclosure. Now I lifted for a good 30 minutes my bands prior to, and I seen the video, and I went to the portal. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Congratulations to you. That's good job.
It's tough, and like you said, there a lot of people can do it on their own. I cannot.
I can't either.
That's what's the great thing about Farrell's is if you can't do it on your own and you struggle to do it on your own, you have that community and support with the coaching, instructing, and everybody that goes there is just like you. I mean, most people that go to Farrell's are just like us sitting in the studio. Like we can't do it by ourselves.
No.
And even me, after 15 years of doing Farrell's, I just can't do it. I need somebody to tell me what to do to work out, or I just won't do it.
It makes it really I don't want to say brainless, but you don't have to think. All you do is just watch what they're doing and do what they're doing.
Yep.
Jeff, it's coming up on Black Friday. It's weeks number 7 for this 10-week session. How many people have you had any casualties?
We've had a couple. I mean,
that's always happened. Attrition is part of it.
Yeah. But for the most part, everybody's going strong. Week 7, usually week 3 and week 7. Week 7's kind of a danger week because you've been at it for 6 weeks, and now it's just like, oh, I got another 4 weeks to go. I'm tired of eating chicken. I'm tired of doing this and that. But then it comes down to what you always talk about is your reasons.
Yeah.
Why did you start?
Right.
You know, why are you doing this?
Right.
Why did you invest your hard-earned money to start this program? So you have to figure out what your reasons are to keep going, and that's the case with any program you do. Because after a few weeks, you're like, well, the newness is over.
Yeah, the novelty's worn off.
Yes. Now I need to dig deep and find the reason for me to go.
Jeff, what would you say? We've talked about this a lot too. You know, so that person is thinking, oh man, you know, because we could say this any time of the year, but right now people think they have a really legit reason not to start now. Well, I'm going to wait until January. You know, New Year's resolution, this or that. Well, I'm going to start because people in the summer say, well, it's summertime. People in the spring say it's springtime. There's an excuse all seasons, 4 seasons excuse. What would you say to the person right now that's saying, you know what, it's, you know, Thanksgiving just got over. I got Christmas coming up, and then we got New Year's. I'll start in January. I start in February. How would you combat that? What would be your response to the person that's saying, I'm going to put it off?
So, like, I mean, with our program, I mean, obviously our next challenge doesn't start till January, but, you know, in the meantime, just get outside and walk. When it gets cold, bundle up. It's better to start small, like right now. Okay. Yeah. So like if you're wanting to join Farrell's, I mean, yes, you can start anytime with us, but our challenge starts in January. So like we had our annual challenge members on our show on Sunday, and AJ was talking about just start small, like walk an extra 20 minutes a day, eat 100 calories less a day. Start small. And then as you get more comfortable, then you can start adding things into it. But walking is the best thing that you can do for yourself that costs you no money. You just get out and walk and watch what you eat.
Right.
The most important thing that we tell our members, or really anybody that's doing anything, is to log your food. You get on MyFitnessPal, whatever your favorite food app is, and log your food. Because with our members, we can't help them change things if we don't know what they're eating.
Right.
And a lot of people say, well, I'm eating healthy. I eat a salad for lunch. But when they start logging, it's like either one, you're only eating 700-800 calories a day, or two, you're not getting enough protein. You really don't know unless you write it down or log it to look at it. Then when we can see that, we can help you make adjustments, because maybe not everybody needs to eat the macros that we lay out. Maybe they need to be eating less or eating more, but we don't know that unless you're logging. So the two things that I would recommend to get started right now is to go on walks and start logging your food.
You know what, Jeff, one thing that that I did after I had my surgery, you know, obviously I wasn't able to go to the gym. I had to be real careful. I walked up and down my stairs at my house.
Yeah.
I literally, and I had that bag on still, that catheter. I'm sorry, right when I got the bag off, obviously I wasn't doing that with a bag on. That would have been stupid. Right when I got the bag off, I was just walking up and I mean, it was a very slow walk because I didn't have a choice. But then I just walked up and down my stairs, you know, it wasn't running. No, literally walking. And so like you mentioned, do what you can do.
Yes, absolutely.
What about the person, Jeff, that hasn't worked out, let's say, in a long time? Not even going to put a number on it.
So I'll tell you, the coolest thing about our program is that we do 4 10-week challenges a year. So when you start with us, and anybody that's listened to us on the ticket that has joined Farrell's because of the ticket, they can all attest to this. The great thing about the 10-week challenge is you're starting fresh with 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 other people that are in your same shoes. Most people that start with us because they've tried so many different things. They can't stick with it. I haven't worked out in 5-10 years. I hear that all the time. So the good thing about the 10-week challenge is the classes are designed for beginners. The first couple weeks, we're teaching form, we're teaching technique. It's about building a foundation of a house. So where the classes might be a little bit slower pace to our fit members' likings, we're all focused on the beginners. So as the 10-week challenge gets tougher and tougher, the classes, you're getting stronger and stronger and building more confidence along the way.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're not looked down upon. Like
No.
I'll be honest, when I would, man, it's been like 5 years ago, I think already.
Man, close.
When you first started?
Yeah. When
2019, maybe. Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, the first time I went, I think I made it to like minute 36, 37. And I was like, well, and I'm done dealing. And
you pressed
but
on,
there
man.
was no, but I just kept on, when I always tell people keep on moving. So if you're doing something and maybe you can't do it up to par with what maybe the instructor's doing, I just say, just keep on moving,
Stand in place.
keep on
walk in
punching.
place.
If you don't feel like kicking, keep on punching, just keep on moving. And then next thing you know, a week goes by and then you're doing the 45 minutes, but never feel that like by joining Farrell's that people, like that's one thing I love about Farrell's, that no one looks down on anyone.
No.
It's the most supportive group. I mean, I have people, sometimes I make appearances at different times and they come up and ask me, man, you got no rhythm or anything. No, I'm just joking. No, but they're always, everybody's coming up to you, even if you don't know who they are. And they're like, good job. And I probably need to be better at that. Sometimes I go into my zone or whatever, but it's the best. I mean, that's all I can say about it. And it happened for me, and it's one of those things when I need a workout, Farrell's is the place.
Well, one of our instructors, Brandy Benson, she has a really good quote. She says, Farrell's is a place where nobody cares about you, but everybody cares about you.
Oh, I love that.
Meaning,
that is powerful.
Nobody cares what you look like, how out of shape you are, how in shape you are, what your rhythm is, what you're doing in class, how heavy of a band you're using, how hard are you punching the bag, how light you're punching the bag. Nobody cares about that stuff.
That is perfect.
But they care about you in the fact that everybody there wants to see you succeed, because we've all started in the exact same place of doing the 10-week challenge, taking our before picture, doing our body comp, getting measured, listening to orientation, having the first day of class, being sore, trying to learn all the habits we need to change. We've all been there. All the instructors, all the coaches, every single person that goes to Farrell's.
I love that quote, man. You know what, Jeff? We all go through things. Holiday seasons are tough. I've been going through some things lately, and dude, I put that situation on that bag yesterday. I put it on the weights yesterday as well, and you just check out.
Yes.
And that's the thing about Farrell's, is that you can put whatever you want on that bag, a situation, like a person's face if you want to, pain, hurt, joy, whatever it may be. And for 45 minutes, you can just punch and kick and swing. And you're doing you're doing a lot of things. You're getting yourself in shape. You're releasing a lot of that stress or tension. The endorphins shoot off. And you know what? Dave Freeoff, what's up, brother? He goes, hey, which membership package is Jeff that he can come to my house and get me out of bed with a cup of coffee
and a cigar?
Yeah.
How much more do I got to pay for that one?
Thank goodness that bag was there yesterday, because if that bag's not there yesterday, then it ends up being me getting hit.
I'll tell you,
the bag was there.
A funny story. Some of our members are like, can we have a shuttle bus? This is answering David's question. Can we have a Farrell's shuttle that'll go around and pick everybody up, bring them to the gym? And I said, yes, here's what would happen. I'd get the shuttle. I'd go to Rico's house to pick him up at 5 a.m., ring the doorbell, and Rico's hiding under the bed like he's Macaulay Culkin on Home Alone, right?
If you can't see me, I can't see you.
That's right. or like when a door-to-door salesperson comes up to your house and you ring the doorbell, it's like, lights off, hit the deck.
Everybody get down.
Everybody stops moving.
Yes.
Everybody get down.
So,
make a sound.
We could have a shuttle to come pick you up, but then getting you out of the house is a totally different
thing.
thing.
That's a problem.
Because even friends that work out together, like I'll hear stories of they'll send a text like the workout buddy in the morning, and then the workout buddy just
Go silent.
Yep. And they're like, oh, well, if I just don't answer, then I don't have to go.
Yep.
So unfortunately, we don't have a program like that.
Yeah.
So
plus, it's not like everybody lives in like the same neighborhood.
Right. Our goal at Farrell's is not to get everybody 6-pack abs. It's not to get people in bodybuilding competitions. The goal at Farrell's is to help you live the healthiest lifestyle that you can, no matter where that is in your life, right? We want you to be the strongest version of yourself, not the lightest version of yourself. Strong physically, strong mentally, strong emotionally.
We got a few texts here, Jeff, that are pretty powerful. Unknown texter 3253 says, biggest mistake is giving up. I loved it there. I miss it. I keep telling myself I'm going to go back, but feel like a failure. That keeps me away. Love you guys, and thanks, AD. Answer that one, Jeff. You know what I'm going to say, Jeff.
So I would answer that is
Love you too, brother.
Every single 10-week challenge from the time I've been an owner, which is 10 years, we have people returning members, myself included. I did my first 10-week challenge in 2006. I weighed 230 pounds. When I was done with the 10-week challenge, I weighed 202 pounds. I quit going to Farrell's. I did another 10-week challenge in January of 2008. And not only did I gain all my weight back, I added an extra 10 pounds just for fun.
For bonus round.
So when I started back the second time, I was 240 pounds. So I
can't
been
even
there.
see you at 240, dude.
The texter that is feeling that way,
come back home.
I've been there.
Yep.
I did the challenge, lost weight, quit, gained all my weight back, and started again. And I've been there ever since. Now, if I got to the point where I was like, I just can't go back. People are going to judge me.
No one's going to
I
judge
never would have started back, and we wouldn't be where we are today.
Jeff, you wouldn't have a gym.
That's right.
You literally, if people didn't come back based off you wouldn't have a gym, because every member in there has had time that they stepped away from one reason or another.
Yep.
So just all I'm going to say, I'm going to echo what Jeff said. Just come on back.
And
welcome with welcome arms.
I think it's a testament of the members and the coaches, the instructors, Nicole and I, that people do come back. Like nobody really ever leaves Farrell's with animosity or anger towards the gym or the people. They leave just because they want to go try something, do something different, or something comes up in their life. But we always have members come back. So
Absolutely.
I guarantee. Now I might razz you a little bit, like, hey,
like come back 4 times.
Yeah, like
that was me.
But I still have yet to finish a 10-week challenge. I've gone back 4 times. Every time I go back, something happens.
It's okay because
life happens, man.
Right. We have eyes in the front of our head to look forward, not look back.
I love it.
So I would just encourage you, unknown texter, come on back.
And I'll share with you as off the air. Thomas Lincoln, what's up, brother? He says, I want to say thank you, guys. You helped me find a better me.
Awesome.
That is powerful.
And I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
So, yep. Good to hear from you.
Yes. Can you go back as a fit member, or do you have to do the 10-week challenge to come back? David. Yeah.
You do not have to do the 10-week challenge. No. You can start back at any time. You can start tomorrow. You can start Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Start at noon today if you want to.
Start at 12:15. Yes.
Yeah.
So you do not have to do the 10-week challenge.
I'm going to say this before we go to break. Gary, I appreciate this. He goes, to the anonymous texter, I was in the same place. Just do it. We've all been there. Gary, thanks for that, man.
Yes.
Jeff, tell us before we, I know you're going to stick with us a little after this one as we discuss some Husker football. What is tell us the pricing, the details.
So
man.
We're doing a Black Friday sale. You can join the next challenge for 50% off. All you have to do, really easy, go to theticketfm.com. We have a banner right there on the homepage that has the promo code Black Friday. You're looking at $224.50 for 60 workouts. And I can tell you, nobody that are people that have enrolled from listening to the ticket, I don't think we have one person that would tell you, I regret doing this.
Jeff, I'm going to pay for 2. Merry Christmas.
Our Merry Christmas.
The first 2 that reach out to you, just know the first 2, if they hear it through the ticket, the first 2, I'm going to take care of them. And we know the conditions already, which means that they can't quit.
Yes, can't quit.
You just can't quit. So the first 2 that reach out to Jeff and Nicole, again, where do they go?
So you can go to fxblincoln.com. If you go to the ticket homepage on the banner, you click on that. My cell phone will be on that page that it takes you to. So you can text me directly. My number is on that page. So theticketfm.com or fxblincoln.com are the two places you can go to get all the info you need for us.
Troy in Lincoln said it's one of the best decisions my wife have made. Appreciate you, bro. Brad from Baldwin, reach out, man. The first two that call and reach out to Jeff.
What's phone number? Do we need a phone number?
So my cell phone number is 402-310-4026.
310-4026.
Yep.
310-47.
310-4026.
Yep. First two. Fellas, guys and gals, make sure you do. And right here, this is another testament to you, Jeff. Ben says, thank you all for being inspirational. I'm not a Farrell's member, but I found a lot of inspiration from Jeff and Nicole's show, as well as the shows on the ticket. You've all changed my life for the better. You've all helped me keep accountable for almost a year now. Down 80 pounds.
Nice.
Wow.
Ben's been on our show, Fitness Fanatics.
Wow.
And yes, he's inspired by what Mark was doing and our show and everybody on the ticket talking about health and wellness. And he just did the halvesy, ran a half marathon, an hour, 36 minutes. Tore it up.
Goodness,
man. So yes, awesome guy.
Big congrats to you, man. Nice. Congrats to you. Folks, and as always, you can check out Fitness Fanatics every Sunday morning from 9 to 11. They do a great show. It's fitness, but it's about life. It's about lifestyle.
Yes.
Living a healthier lifestyle. So, again, call into Jeff. Make sure you go to the website. The first two, I'm going to take care of them. Only commitment is you have to commit. You cannot quit. That is the only commitment. You cannot quit. Folks, we'll be right back. Raff is sent down to the stadium to call some state championship games along with Rick. I said Rick. Rico. I'm here with Rico. Got a new person, Rico. Rico and myself and Jeff are going to stay on. We got some sound bites coming up from yesterday's presser. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. The holidays are here, and Fairway has everything you need for charcuterie boards, shrimp trays, party platters, wine, beer, spirits, and more. Plus, custom fresh cuts on USDA choice or prime grade beef, all-natural pork, fresh chicken, and seafood. Your holiday meals start at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Tune in to the Malone Radio Show from 9 to 10 p.m. every Sunday night to learn more about the Malone Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln. It's the Malone Radio Show every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska, or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design. Take a computer course. Learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to The Drive with Rico and Jeff.
What's up, Joe?
Oh, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
You have
Jeff.
just way better company right now.
I know, it's the best.
We get the riff-raff out of here, and we'll take it from here.
Got to make sure that the actual stars of the show are here.
Oh, I
That's
know.
what
We
it is.
just hollering at him. I don't know what AD's doing.
It's fine.
He's
He'll be
out there
back at
chatting
some
with
point.
somebody. What do we want to talk
He's
about? We
kind
want
of
to talk
important.
Nebraska.
He's kind of important.
He's coming. Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of important.
All right.
Something like that. I mean, we were just talking about Nebraska and Iowa, and I was asking you, do you believe that Nebraska's finally going to get to a bowl game? Do you think that Nebraska's going to take down Iowa in this Black Friday game and finally get to a bowl game and quash Iowa's chances at getting the Heroes Trophy and getting to 10 wins this season?
You know, when somebody asks me who I think is going to win, I always go back to 1997, right after we beat Tennessee, and Scott Frost said, if you honestly think that Nebraska, if you're going to bet your house, your life, your family, everything on that game, if you think Michigan can beat Nebraska, by all means vote Michigan. But if you don't, then vote Nebraska. So when I look at this, if I had to bet my livelihood on this game Friday, I will take Iowa to win. It's just how it is.
Same.
You have the team in Nebraska that just makes mistakes and just kind of they find a way to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a team in Iowa that always finds a way to win. So when we have a team that finds a way to lose versus a team that finds a way to win, the odds are that that's going to happen. Now, last year it didn't happen because Iowa did non-Iowa things, right? They fumbled the punt. They had 3 turnovers in the first half and they got down 24-0. And then we tried to do what we do best and give it back to them, right? We fumbled in the fourth quarter. Our 24-0 lead gets to 24-17. And then it was almost like we're trying to do an exorcism. Like, you're just like, okay, we're going to break this 7-game losing streak. Here we go. We're feeling good. Then it's like, oh my gosh, we need to get the Reverend in here with the crucifix. Something's happening. Yeah, so
speaking Latin.
That's how it felt last year. And we all know we could not watch this game, turn the game on with 5 minutes left, and it's going to be a 1-score game.
All right.
Right?
And
AD?
Iowa's going to have the ball.
All right.
Right?
I'm gonna say something crazy here.
Okay. Oh,
Be the ray of sunshine, please.
Before we go there, though, Rico, could you name? I'm not going to forget Thunder Not Collins.
Okay.
Who was that player? You remember who that player was?
What was the position? You kind of ran me through it.
It was he played running back and linebacker.
Yeah, and I said during that time I can only remember 2 people who went to the NFL and did anything.
What are their names?
One was an offensive lineman that I cannot remember his name for the life of me.
What if I gave you the initials?
Hold on.
Okay.
No, hold on. So one was an offensive lineman who I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he went to the Rams. And then he played for a little bit and he went somewhere else. But then the other one was Tyke Kozel, who was a linebacker who had like 5 million tackles in college. We all thought he was going to get drafted. He ended up going undrafted and bounced around for a little bit. But I wasn't sure if he was from. I couldn't remember if he was from a small town in Nebraska or where he was from. I knew he was from Nebraska. I wasn't sure where he was from.
Thunder Not Collins. You got it. Repeat the name again.
Tyke Kozel.
He got it.
There you go.
Tyke Kozel. Rico, that's actually really good, man.
Started as a running back, went to linebacker, and like I said, had like 1 million tackles at UNK. He broke it was either the single season or the all-time record for D2 in tackles in a season or a career. One of those is true. And I think he has the record, obviously, at UNK for tackles in a season. The dude was he was everywhere.
I remember the name.
It'd be like halftime, and he'd have like 15 tackles.
Yeah, he was all over the place.
Everywhere.
He was literally like a linebacker that used to play at Texas Tech. I wanted to play for the Dolphins for a lot of years. Very heralded. Zach Thomas. Remember Zach Thomas?
I was trying to think who it was.
But Zach Thomas, he was all over the place.
The problem with Tyke was that he was undersized, and that's why people were scared to give him a chance. But like I said, dude had a nose for the football. Only other problem was UNK was not good during that time.
They were Boroff years.
They were very bad. I don't remember who the coach was. It was whoever the coach was when they were good, and the RMAC was still the coach for like 2 years when we moved to the MIAA in 2012. My freshman year, we made the move to the MIAA, which many people considered at the time to be the SEC of D2. And UNK was not very good during those times. I think they won like 4 games in my 4 years there. My 5 years there wasn't a great transition for the football program. Everybody else did pretty well, but football kind of struggled for a while. Then they went through 2 more coaches, finally had some success, and now they're with Ryan Held, and they've only won 6 games, I think.
Something like that.
Somehow TJ Davis went from Harlan Hill Award finalist to 3rd team all conference.
I seen this morning with the other quarterbacks hitting the portal too.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not a lot of optimism from the football team in Held.
Year one?
On year one, based on what I've heard.
We'll see what happens.
He's doing great for the community, but
got to turn to wins. Let's see what Rule has to say yesterday.
All right. So Matt Rule spoke yesterday.
Before I go in,
what's your ray of hope?
Let's hear. Let's hear this first.
How active will Nebraska be in the transfer portal? Because that's something that everybody seems to be very interested in, especially possibly at that quarterback position.
I think you're always recruiting, and part of recruiting now is the transfer portal. I don't think you see very many teams. I mean, I think we've kind of. There's some team like there's 2 stages of this, right? There's teams where you hire so when I left Temple to go to Baylor, I mean it was even in my contract that I couldn't take even a player that we had offered or recruited to Baylor. Then coaches started bringing their commitments to schools, which used to be a no-no. Now coaches are leaving and they're taking their roster with them. So which I'm not here to judge anyone. Like I came here. Like I said to you guys before, if I could have brought Brian Burns and Frankie Louvu, everyone would be pretty happy right now. I just didn't get a chance to do that, right? And if you notice, we didn't take anybody from Baylor. Like we didn't bring anybody from Baylor. There's an ethic thing that I'm going to always do. But anytime someone comes in the portal, if they come in there, we're always going to look at.
Didn't Joshua Fleeks come from Baylor?
Yes, he did.
Okay. I just whatever.
Every single thing. But we're going to build the base of what we do with a homegrown roster and then supplement it and add to it when time comes, when need be. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the portal. It's not, I just don't know how many teams are winning by bringing in 25 guys, right? I just think there's sometimes that can cause a little chaos. What we want to do is build a roster, a nucleus of guys that are all here that understand what we're doing. And then when a guy comes along, it might be 5 1 year. It might be one year. It might be 10. I don't know that answer. But I love high school recruiting, and I love getting guys here, and I love having them for 4 or 5 years. And what I don't want to do is I don't ever want to just have a short-term fix. We're in the building phase right now. Someday when we get to the contending phase, whatever that is, that might be the time. I'm learning this as I go, though. Please don't take my kind of the way I say this as like I have it figured out. Like, I don't think I've got coaches calling me, like friends of mine that are up for other jobs. They're asking me questions about. I don't think anybody has it all figured out. I mean, it's changing by the day too.
What Rule is saying too, it's the wild, wild west right now as far as, transfer portal recruits, et cetera. In fact, Duke's coach, I forget what his name is, pretty hot. He's pretty hot right now, hot commodity.
I want to say Mike Elko, but I feel like I'm wrong.
No, I think it is Elko. Help me out, text line. I got his name around the tip of my tongue, but football
Duke head coach.
Regardless.
Yeah, Elko.
Yeah.
There
you go. He mentioned that in about a week, and starting on Sunday.
Yep.
It's going to be the wild, wild west with the transfer portals. And we're already starting to see it at your D2 levels. Obviously UNK's backup quarterback mentioned, and he's hitting the portal. There have been other guys that 2 weeks ago literally stopped playing and said, I'm hitting the portal. Sunday is going to be a massacre.
That Michigan State offensive lineman already committed to Arkansas.
He already committed to Arkansas.
I don't know how I feel about players entering the portal during the season.
I don't like it.
It's weird.
I just don't know how I feel about that.
I don't like it.
I don't. If you're not playing, if you have given up on your team, I think it's better that you enter the portal and get away from that, so that your negativity, if you've given up on the team, your negativity doesn't infect the rest of the team. And if you're not playing and you feel like you're not going to get a chance, and this is the best choice for you, whatever, you can enter the portal. I don't like committing to another school during the season.
Well, and it's not even open. Like,
yeah. Like, you
it's
can,
kind of weird.
For me, if you leave, whatever, that's your choice.
Right.
If everybody's okay with it, whatever. It'd be better to stick it out throughout the season because you never know what could happen. But if you want to leave, whatever. But committing to another school while you're currently still in season at that other school, and I know you've left, but that's a little weird to me.
Let me tell you guys this. Whose fault is it?
Whose fault is what?
Well, the adults.
Exactly. It's the adults in the room who did not have checks and balances in place with this transfer portal, neither the NIL. So fans really can't ache and moan about what we like and don't like, because now we can ache and moan about it, but the adults, quote unquote, in the room did not set parameters and rules and restrictions in place to prevent stuff like this. All you simply had to do was simply say this: you cannot declare yourself eligible for the portal until the conclusion of your season.
Well,
it's that simple.
Yes, until it open, like officially
It's not even officially open yet.
I know, yeah.
So the adults in the room, the NIL, they screwed that up. The portal, they screwed that up. So all this chaos that's going on, the adults in the room were not taking care of business, man. So all the mutiny and the chaos that we see right now was caused because there were no checks and balances in place, man. There just simply wasn't.
And as a fan, Nicole and I we're on every Sunday, and we talk a little sports and stuff. And I always ask Harrison, like, you get to sit and chat with us when you get to chat with Amon Green and AD and Jay Foreman, all these guys that have played. So we're just like fans, right?
I am too.
we're just fans, and it's like, I remember, growing up, you get attached to players.
Yeah.
And now it's like, this is kind of one of the things that kind of turned me off from college basketball is how many people leave out. I mean, you just do rosters every single year. So there is no Christian Leitners, Bobby Hurley's, guys that you can start to love or hate. So for me as a fan, it's almost like, okay, all these people are in the transfer portal and we got new players in Nebraska and they're leaving. It's like, you might as well just September 3rd or whenever the season opener is, whoever's running out of that tunnel, you're just cheering for the end on the helmet.
I remember you said that when this thing all started about a year ago. You were talking to Jim. You're like, I'm just going to cheer for who's on the team because that may change in 6 months.
Because we know, like, guys can come in here as freshmen, have great seasons, and then be like, oh, I'm going to enter the portal. Let me get the highest bidder. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost said a name.
And you know, I know. Yeah.
That was about to be negative.
And you know what? Troy Lincoln, you're exactly right. It's almost like they shot first and now asking questions later. That's exactly what it is, Troy.
Well, the thing is the NCAA kept getting pressure from everybody to, do NIL, do the transfer portal. And they're like, you know what? Fine. So they just opened it up. And they're like, here you go. Here it is.
Yeah.
You wanted it. And it's like, well, you're not going to put any checks and balances. You're not going to do it. And they're like, no, figure it out on your own.
Yep. It's almost like giving your 12 or 14-year-old no curfew and say, have fun.
Yeah.
and then you're surprised by the outcome.
Like
the
you
next
have
morning.
like you have a strict curfew for so long,
Yeah.
and they keep asking and asking and asking. You're like, you know what? You don't have to come home till 4 a.m. Go ahead.
And then
want.
you're upset
See
when
what
the police call.
Yeah, yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
come down, get little Johnny.
Yeah,
Here's
it's
things
like
in jail.
well, exactly. It's like, well, there was no parameters, no restrictions, and now we have this mess.
Yeah,
and it's a mess that could have easily been prevented by putting some parameters and checks and balances in there. So we'll see what happens, folks. When we come back, I got an RGT. Go ahead, Raff. Go ahead.
Oh, what do you mean RGT?
Raff's good take.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm hanging out.
Got
I do need my ray of hope. I haven't heard the ray of hope from AD.
We'll get that when we
Okay.
start
When I come back,
So I need that.
I got something
in my
for you.
life.
I got something for you. when
Okay,
I
thank
come
you.
back. Folks, we'll be right back with our last segment on the drive on this beautiful but awfully chilly Tuesday morning downtown at 11th and O. It's the drive, 93.7 a ticket.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket studio.
Enjoy some Heavenly Waffles this Wednesday, November 22nd at the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on 1040 O Street. Parking available on 11th Street or in nearby garages.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Hey, it's Chad with the Nutrition Authority inviting you to stop in and check out the all-new complete post-workout recovery, CPR. CPR is ideal for anyone who works out or competes and wants to maximize results. CPR can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today and try a free sample or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Great Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
At Allo, we believe in the exceptional. From extraordinary whole home coverage to super fast speeds, our local teams are always on hand to make sure your service is running at top performance. Let go of lag, banish buffering, and enjoy outstanding service throughout your entire home. We believe in delivering nothing less than exceptional service, so that's exactly what we do. Visit us at allofiber.com to experience the exceptional.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. Very quick segment here on The Drive. It was great to have Jeff Essink with us, co-owner of Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping here in town. Again, go to his the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping website. Again, Jeff, what's that information?
FXBLincoln.com.
FXBLincoln.com. First two, I will take care of those for the 10-week. The only thing commitment is you cannot quit. You must finish. The AD Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers. Folks, 80 Attitude Adjustment is this, and I'll segue into my prediction as well, and I'll lab more on tomorrow. But the way you speak to yourself today, folks, determines a lot about your day. You can't control the weather. You can control other people, but you can control your inner dialogue. How you speak to yourself, speak peace, speak hope, speak positivity. You can't control a lot of stuff, but your inner dialogue, you talk to you more than anyone else talks to you. So be nice to you. Speak hope to you. Speak life to you, regardless of what's going on. It doesn't negate the things that go on, but it sure helps you refuel that mental tank for things to go well. So speak life to yourself. And speaking of life, guys, I think Nebraska wins by 10 or more on Friday. That's just me. And I'm going to explain why more on tomorrow. But I really do, Jeff. I think Nebraska wins by 10 or more. I think these seniors are going to rise to the occasion. Do I have anything to make me think that way? No. Do I have anybody? So
no ray of hope. It's just
my ray of hope is because Purdy showed me in a very hostile environment. Now, granted, that was one game.
Yeah. Yep.
But Purdy showed a lot of moxie, a lot of poise, and a lot of decisiveness. The defense played well enough to win. The defense is not going to see an offense like Mordecai. They're not going to see the big running back from
Braylon Allen.
Not going to see Braylon Allen. So what I'm simply saying, if Nebraska can jump out like they did against Wisconsin at home on senior day, this is your last 4 quarters to get to a bowl game. I'd love to see Chubba. I'm just saying, Chubba leads Nebraska by 10 or more. They're going to a bowl game.
Chubba, win it for Brock.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep, I just do. And we'll talk more about it on Wednesday, but tomorrow. But I think Nebraska is done. I know, call me crazy, because I am. Folks, we're tuning in.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design,